Good afternoon, guys. You join me here on this Saturday morning for episode number 4 of season 2 of this Ros-Albastrii Stoa Bucharest save. Today we're going to be playing Concordia Chiajna in the Romanian League Cup quarterfinals. We've had a good episode on Friday where we drew with Bayern Munich 2-2, which was fantastic. We're going to hopefully keep that on, continue it on. But before that, we're going to have a look at how we got on against S02 in the league. Run the intro. Well, since our game against Bayern Munich, we played S02 in the league and we managed a 1-0 victory here thanks to a goal from Adnan Ganaric in the 77th minute of play. To be honest, the team didn't really perform as I'd anticipated. The strikers, well, Andrei Ivan in particular, was a bit off form. He's had a couple of games out though, so probably a bit of match rustiness, a bit of ring rustiness. Eric also wasn't that good for us. Adnan Ganaric, man of the match, gets the goal. Defenders played quite well, Alin Tosca and Daniel Popescu, and we were a better side really. We had 10 shots at goal, 5 on target, 54% of play, so we dominated the possession stats yet again, and it's good to get 3 points, and that now lifts us into 5th in the league, currently 5 points behind Astra Giurgiu, who currently sit top with 5 wins from 8 games and 3 draws. Today we're going to be playing Concordia Chiajna, who are 3 points ahead of us in the league. So hopefully, I mean, we've only lost 1 game, so we've got the second best after Astra Giurgiu in the league of losses, so it's not the be-all and end-all, but we need to start being a bit more clinical in front of goal, and I'm hoping that that result against Bayern will help us confidence-wise moving forward. So we beat Voluntari. Today we're playing Concordia Chiajna in the Romanian League Cup, and this is kind of the squad look that I'm going to go with, I think. I think what we'll do though actually is we'll bring in Jugurtha Hamroon instead. No, we won't actually. His fitness is terrible, isn't it? We'll bring in Adnan Ganaric back again, 89. Brought in Robert Hodegear on the right back position simply because he still hasn't recovered old what's his face, Bernard Januzek. Although he will be ready for the next game. I'm going to keep him back for the Champions League game that's coming up next against Inter Milan. That's more important really than this. I'm going to go with this squad to start with for the Romanian League Cup. Alexander Kolev makes his first start in a while for Stoa Bucharest here. We're going to show this Sidorek onto his weaker foot. We're going to aggressively tell the lads, no we're not, we're going to calmly tell the lads go out there and impress me. We've been on a good run recently, and I'm going to just drop a little bit of this in as well for good measure. So hopefully guys we can get some form of result today to advance into the next round of the Romanian League Cup today. We're in Concordia in Chiajna. It's the Romanian League Cup quarterfinals. Let's get into today's game. So we've kicked off then. We're kicking from left to right. It's Alin Tosca on the ball. That is the end of that highlight, guys. We're 5 minutes in. Not a lot going on at the moment, so we'll come back when the first bit of action comes through. So they've got a free kick here, Concordia, and they rattled the crossbar there. That was very close to going in there. Kojakaru couldn't quite get to it. Rattled off the crossbar, and we've managed to get away with it there. So we're coming up to half time, and it is 0-0 here in this game, and we're not really showing a fat lot at the moment, I've got to say. So we might have to switch a few things around at half time, so we're going to assertively tell the lads. Far from pleased with what I've just saw, and that has had the desired effect. I'm going to swap Maniru with, do you know what, I'm going to give the young lad a go. I'll bring the young lad on, Marian Luca. He played a few games for us last back end when we were struggling with injuries. So we're going to give him a little bit of a go here. Not too fussed about the Romanian League Cup, I've got to say, although it will be nice to win. But we're obviously focusing on Europe. That is the whole reason behind the save, and obviously we want to try and defend the league if we can. We haven't had the greatest start in that tournament to date. We've got a free kick here. William takes it towards Gabriel Tamas on the back post. Tamas turns, finds Adnan Ganaric, finds Daniel Popescu, and Daniel Popescu gets the ball in the back of the net, and we take a 1-goal lead here. And we're now just going to calmly tell the lads now to tighten up, because we don't want to let any goals through now. So we're just going to switch to counter mentality, just to keep that, hopefully keep that advantage And what we're going to do now actually is we're going to take off Adnan Ganovic, we're going to bring on Jugurta Hamrun, and we're going to bring off Kolev and bring on Rohanins. And as soon as we can get this to go through, that's it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the advanced tactics. We're going to stick Rohanins in a defensive midfield role, and we're going to put him in as a defensive ball-winning midfielder, and hopefully that will see us through. It's a bit negative, I've got to say. I do agree with that. If you're enjoying this series, guys, leave a comment in the section down below. If you'd like to see anything else, do let me know. Odubanu was offside there. How have they got a goal? Oh, that is just unbelievable. That is just unbelievable, isn't it, lads? 86th minute again. For God's sake. Concordia Chiajna, Novosek to Ru, Novosek, Melinte. Did I make a mistake there taking the striker off and bringing on Rohanins? Have we gone too defensive? Have we invited them onto... Have we gone on to the back foot too soon? I'm not too... Oh, Marian Lucha's going to get sent off here. Oh, fucking hell. Marian Lucha's about to walk. Only just come on it. Just after half time, and he's already sent off. That is fucking unbelievable. Oh, dear me. Dear me. Dear me. And I've got a free kick here in a dangerous area. Plays the ball into us Turkanu, but they managed to get the ball away. We've been really unlucky. We have indeed, I've got to say that. Can't really bring anyone on, to be honest. Gonna have to do some form of switch. We're gonna... I can't even make a fucking substitution now. So it's Tamas to Tosca. Is there any chance this can not go to penalties? Because we lost our last time we went to penalties, and I'm not too confident if we do go to penalties again that we could get through. I'm going to aggressively tell the lads to... I'm going to demand more from them. Odubanu to Ru, Razdan, Gradanaru, Tosca gets it away, ball goes out for a throw-in. In a quite a dangerous area, but Razdan is offside. Hodegea to Adrian Popper, to Hodegea, to Tamas, to Tosca. Tosca out to Popescu now. Popescu advances forward. Popescu's got William ahead of him. He finds Seitu. Oh, penalty ref. Oh, but Adrian Popper manages to get round the back post. Steals his 9th goal of the season. Great bit of football that from the 10 men, Steaua Bucharest. And we're just going to have to assertively tell them now just to tighten. Popescu gives the throwaway. We've got literally a minute left of added time. Rohanins to Takasha Sato, our new signing. I'll show you him after this, guys. I forgot to mention that earlier on in the episode. William to Seto, to Jugurta Hamrun, Obrianu, Razdan, Obdianu, Bustel. Can't even pronounce that one. Razdan gets through, but Kojikaru rushes out of his net, makes a vital save. Can we run the clock down now? We've got literally seconds here in this Romanian League Cup quarter-final. And that is it, people. 2-1 win here to Steaua Bucharest. It was a bit ugly, I've got to say that. But we managed to get a win in the end, and that is the main thing. We managed to get a lot of green on the screen. We did the right team talk. And we've managed to scrape through there in the Romanian League Cup quarter-final. We wasn't at our best, but we managed to win against the odds. And now it's time. I'm going to show you this guy, Takayuki Sato. We've signed for 93,000, which I think was a good buy, really. He adds that bit of steel in the centre of the park, which we've been lacking. Obviously, we've sold Mihai Pintili for 150,000, so we're going to need him. Also, I haven't mentioned this because it's been a bit of a sore subject for me, but we have unfortunately also lost Dennis Mann in our last episode. He has gone to Benfica. Unfortunately, he requested a transfer. There's not a lot we could do. He's gone to Benfica now for 1.3, rising to 3.8 million. Managed to put in a 40% sell-on clause there, so hopefully he can do well for them and we can get some big money at the end of it if he performs well. We've lost Pintley to FC Utrecht, which isn't the worst thing in the world. 32 is aging. We've probably got a good deal out of that. It's probably worth a little bit more because obviously the league's a bit better than the Romanian league. So yeah, really, we've sent a few players out on loan. We're getting some good money here for Lucian Fibb and Antonio Jacolis. 18.5 grand a month, 11 grand a month, 12 grand a month for Edgar I. All good earners for the club really. Towards the finances, we're 21.5 million now. We've made 70 grand this month, and we're looking all right. So we're through to the next round of the Romanian League Cup. That is fantastic news. We are playing CSM Poly Lassi in our next game, but our next episode, which will be on Monday next week, we're going to play Inter Milan or Internazionale in the Champions League Group C, second match of that group phase. Remember, we drew 2-2 with Bayern Munich in our first game, which was brilliant. We're at home, we're at the National Arena, playing Inter Milan. That's going to be an interesting fixture. Can we continue that good run we had in Europe? We certainly had a good run in Europa League last season. If you've enjoyed this episode, guys, you've enjoyed another win here for Steaua Bucharest, then please leave a like on the video down below. If you're new to the channel, think about maybe hitting the subscribe button. But for today, guys, I am once again out of time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll catch up with you on Monday. Take care.